Okay, well, good morning, everybody. Today is the 6th of May, 2023, and it's perfect weather outside. Great time for a bike ride. So last year, I met a couple of guys at the bike ride across Georgia who were pretty cool. They lived in Atlanta. Well, we kept in touch, and one of the guys, Brandon, decided he wanted to ride the Blue Ridge Parkway. I thought that was a great idea. So we put together a trip, and here we are. Drove about 2 hours from where I live in Alabama to Anniston. That is the start of the Chief Ladiga Trail, and which connects to the Silver Comet, which will take you all the way to Atlanta. I was able to save my wife like 4 hours of driving. I've got 103 miles to go today to my hotel in Atlanta. This is a great day to go on a bike ride. And this is a cool trail. I mean, look at it, it's perfect. I'll check in with you guys later, and we're gonna have fun today. Bye. Howdy. Hello. Well, I made it to the end of the trail, and now there's about 9 miles of road riding in Atlanta to get me to my hotel. I gotta deal with all that. But whatever, we'll make it somehow. I think I need to cut through these woods here. Because this street is terrifying. Holy shit. If I tried to ride this, I would be dead for sure. Atlanta, you gotta do better. I think there's a bike lane, but I am not gonna take it. I'm gonna take the sidewalk. I am so tired. Almost there. Over there somewhere. Oh, sweet Jesus. There's my hotel. Oh, yeah. Made it to Atlanta in one piece. Oh, I need to eat something. Alright, let's take a minute to talk about the logistics of this whole trip. So I rode from Anniston to Atlanta to meet Jeremy and Brandon, where we were scheduled to take a train overnight from Atlanta to Charlottesville, Virginia. From there, it's only about 40 miles to Waynesboro, Virginia, where the parkway begins. The Blue Ridge Parkway is a 469-mile road that is a national park running through the Appalachian Mountains of Virginia and North Carolina. The parkway is limited to 45 miles per hour and strictly off limits to commercial vehicles, meaning no semis, no dump trucks, and no delivery vehicles. Just incredible scenic views. It's the most ideal cycling route on the East Coast. But it's not an easy route by any means. Those 469 miles of the parkway will cost you 52,000 feet of elevation gain, plus whatever it takes to leave the parkway and come back after staying in town. Before hopping on the train that night, Jeremy and Brandon thought it would be a good idea to show me around town. So we went on a night ride through downtown Atlanta. No gate for you. Whoa. And here we are, Amtrak Atlanta. There's one in your room.
Oh, that's what that is.
Brandon's chain came off.
I was just riding along, minding my own business. Heard this faint clicking noise, and my chain fell off. 30 seconds later, my back tire stopped, and I hear this clunking noise, and my derailleur was not where it was supposed to be.
This is an abnormal configuration for a rear derailleur.
At least there's no dogs.
There used to be like a route to like a good mountain bike trail near that. And now it's been like co-opted by like weird protesting hippies that live in the forest now. And they're like forming their own little city. It's so weird. Yeah.
Hey, there's a market. Nice bike.
That's my friend.
Oh. Very cool. This bit of walking does not count. There are curbs and gravel. Doesn't count. Waynesboro. Today is officially day one. We're gonna be hopping on the Blue Ridge Parkway today. We started this morning in Waynesboro, had a lovely ride through downtown, through some neighborhoods. We're headed up to the Parkway right now. Well, we finally made it to the start of the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's been a journey so far. Today is gonna be a good day, I think. Much better than yesterday.
Well, like they say, the only good day was yesterday, right?
we're leaving town. Today's day 2. We're gonna go through some cow pastures and then a mega climb back up to the parkway. It's like 4 miles and a whole bunch of feet of elevation. Let's go. Good morning, cows.
That is sweat, salt that I have lost during the day.
Today is day 3 of our ride on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We've got a long day, like 84 miles I think, and a lot of climbing, almost 8,000 feet. But it's supposed to be kind of like just a lot of rollers. No mega climbs like we did yesterday. Climb 2 of 15, let's go! Lunch is brought to you today by Walmart. Okay, so we detoured around the parkway somewhere around Roanoke. The state highway that we had to take was not great. It was a pretty mean climb out of that town. We made it. We're 66 miles in, about 17 to go, Brandon says. Check in later. Day 4, here we go. Leaving Floyd, VA.
Heading for Sparta, North Carolina.
Yeah, today we're gonna cross the Virginia-North Carolina border. That's pretty exciting. Let's get it done. Deserve an update. I discovered several bald spots on my tire, so we had to make a small detour. I was able to hitch a ride into town and get some new tires.
Small is editorializing a little bit.
It took you longer to put the tire on than it did to go there and get it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm going to be like Mr. Pro here and get some Conti 5000s, but I didn't know that they were a son of a bitch to get on the rim.
I didn't complain enough when I put mine on.
So that took some effort, but we figured out the trick, and I think we've got the method now. Well, it was bound to happen. We finally found some rain. It's kind of nice. We got less than 10 miles to go, I think. Yeah. made it to Sparta. We're tired. We're leaving Sparta. And we're headed up to the Parkway again. We got a late start this morning, which is good. Kind of needed it. We're going up there. Okay, I will admit to walking this part. I think Jeremy made it up. My heart rate is pegged. Here comes Brandon. Go get it, man. Well, if you want to know what it's like to ride the Parkway, a lot of this, and a lot of this, up and down, up and down. Today's day 7, I think.
Yeah.
We had a rough start this morning with a mechanical issue, once again, from my bike. More tire woes. We had the bike flipped upside down on the side of the road, and quite literally were saved by an angel.
Roddy Bike Shop, Blowing Rock, North Carolina.
Yeah, Roddy Bike Shop in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. One of the owners happened to be driving by, and she saw us and said, "Hey, you guys need help?" Like, yeah, we need help. So even though they were off today, they set me up with a new tube, got everything squared away, we got some extra tubes, we got some cycling caps, jerseys to show our support and appreciation, because they are definitely a very helpful bike shop. So if you happen to find yourself in Blowing Rock, North Carolina, or touring the Parkway, definitely give them your business. But we're back on the Parkway, short day today. We found a lake.
With Oreo cocktails.
And more candy. Later. Look at this. Maybe the most perfect road in America. Wow. More rain, but we're almost there. Made it to Little Switzerland. Okay. Good morning from the Little Switzerland Inn. Today is day 8, I think. We're going to be climbing the highest point east of the Mississippi, Mount Mitchell. It's going to be a fun day. Somewhere up there in the clouds is Mount Mitchell. That's where we're going. We have this first climb, then a descent, and then we turn off for the road that leads to the top. About 2 miles to the base.
Nice.
There are just some incredible views up here. Just gotta work to get to them. We're approaching a mile high point. It's tough, but look at that. Okay, last turn off before Mount Mitchell. We decided we're gonna stash some of our bags at the base because we gotta cut them back down this way anyway. Where'd you stash yours?
Right over there.
Holy shit. That was fun. We made it. So we're here in Asheville. We just have to bushwhack a little bit on the MST. This is gonna save us a bunch of time. We saw on the heat map that a lot of people were taking this route between the parkway and this neighborhood over here. Today, day 9?
Yeah.
Today's day 9. We've just come out of the bushwhacking path back onto the parkway. We had a pretty good stay in Asheville. Today is just one monster climb, like 20 miles
One baby climb, we're halfway through.
up to Piscott Inn. We'll see you there.
Okay, I'm gonna settle in. 13.4 miles to go. 4,344 feet up. Probably gonna take a couple hours. halfway there. Okay. There's water dripping from my cap. I don't know if it's from sweat or condensation from riding through that rain cloud. Here we go. Where is the front desk? Good morning.
Good morning.
A little bit chilly today.
I already have goosebumps. Ready to start.
Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's kind of cold, and a little bit moist. Good morning.
Cold and moist.
It's like moist. It's
Not
because
even
we're
sunny.
in a cloud, and it's cold. It's not really raining, but it is. There's like water in the air, and it's only gonna get worse, I think, once we start getting going fast.
Yeah. Being in a cloud is not as fun as they make you believe. It's just cold,
Right.
wet, windy.
So we're gonna say goodbye to Pisgah Inn. It's a very cool place to stay if you get the chance. Yeah, so we're gonna get started very soon. About 67 miles or so to Cherokee, and then that's the end of the Blue Ridge Parkway. So kind of bittersweet.
The worst part about this is like, you have no idea where you are on the climb. Or I don't, on the climb.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have the meters, but like when you get to the top, you can kind of tell, you can see more daylight or whatever.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite thing about the GPS, honestly. Feels like one of those days everything's just so shitty, it's kind of awesome.
You get to a certain point of the shittiness, it's
Yeah,
just
like,
kinda,
all right, cool.
It's fine.
Alrighty.
Highest elevation point on the parkway. Okay, so last big climb for today. Last big climb of the trip, really. We're gonna have lunch at the top. Up, up, up we go. Okay, so all the climbing is done. We're on the last little hill. It's about 7 or 8 miles down into Cherokee. It's gonna be a rip-roaring descent probably. Let's get it done. What was your favorite part?
That's a good question. Getting over the apprehension of the climbs, I think, that I had at the beginning of the trip. Those 2 86-mile days back to back, I thought were gonna kill me. And then after that, it felt like kind of like cake. Mentally, it wasn't, but I was, yeah. Don't be afraid of the hills because of the grade is great. It's everything on the Blue Ridge Parkway is really nicely graded, and there are long hills, but it's not like super hard if you're used to cycling.
Hey everybody, I'm Brandon. I sort of organized the route for the trip and invited these two guys via a random text message. I'm like, hey, do you want to bike the entirety of the Blue Ridge Parkway? It was just like 10-minute pause, yes. So that was pretty much how the whole thing started.
So do you think your route was pretty good? You're happy with how it turned out?
Yeah, I kind of stole it from like an organized tour that I Googled and just went off of like what stops they had on their trip and then just put it on Ride with GPS and just kind of plan the routes. I was a little nervous, kind of like Jeremy said, about like the big 80+ mile days back to back, tons of elevation. But I think that, you know, we were a lot stronger than we thought we were, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. One thing that I didn't even think about, I was mostly looking at the weather for when to do the trip, but we did it in May, like mid-May, just kind of off-peak tourist season. So there's tourists on the road still, but it's not like jam-packed, like constant cars. Some days we would go like an hour or two without even seeing a car, which was kind of incredible. So I'd say like try to time it during off-peak seasons. The other thing is the temperatures in North Carolina and towards the southern part of the trail seem to get way colder than the northern part, which I didn't expect, but it's, you know, it makes sense because the elevations are higher. How do I know if it's recording?
It's recording.
But I think I pushed a button, I may have made it stop. Okay, so it caught that whole awkward exchange.
That's okay, yeah.
Cool.
My favorite part of the trip so far, I think, was the viaduct.
Yeah.
And Blowing Rock, North Carolina, which I had no idea even existed.
What's your favorite bike shop in Blowing Rock, North
All
Carolina?
of them, because I visited all of the bike shops along the Blue Ridge Parkway. And that's a lesson for any bike tour. Make sure you check everything, triple check everything. I used a very well-loved bike. Even though I get my bike serviced regularly, a tour of this length and in these conditions will definitely put some wear on your bike. So make sure you're good to go. I was surprised by how remote some parts of the parkway were. Like, I felt like we were in the middle of the great vast emptiness in America, which doesn't seem possible today. When you're on the parkway and you look out over these like incredible vistas and you see nothing but just trees and mountains, it's kind of special. But so yeah, I guess that's our trip. Thanks for watching, and we hope that you learned something along the way.
And like and subscribe.
Thanks.